Alright everybody, I'm back. Alright, I told you I was gonna shoot the videos back to back, so here I am. Here's the next one. I just finished watching Indiana Jones. Okay, I don't want to say just, alright? I saw it a couple days ago, alright? I ain't about to lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I saw Indiana Jones, and let me throw a disclaimer out for you guys. I've never seen any Indiana Jones ever before in my life. I have no idea about the franchise, I know nothing about it, but I went to go see this one because the trailer looked pretty cool. So let's talk about it. What do I think about it after watching it? So this movie, I would say it's a fun watch. It's a fun watch, right? There are some good scenes in it. I'll say the standout scenes for me, the best part. I keep saying this. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with people making movies these days. I don't know what it is, but the best part of this movie was in the beginning. The I think that train sequence in the beginning is probably the best action sequence in the movie. I think it's the best part of the movie. And I think honestly, it's the only part I would want to watch, like rewatch. I mean, like I would go back to YouTube or some shit and rewatch that part, that scene. Other than that, there's not much. I also liked all the Nazi scenes. I'm not gonna lie. All the scenes that took place in like World War II and like with the Nazis and all that, that was a cool storyline. I thought that was pretty cool. All those parts were pretty cool, and I think it just goes to the fact of the actor that played the Nazi dude. I forget his name. The guy from Doctor Strange 2. I forget his name, but that guy, he was really good. He was really good as the Nazi. He was a really good actor. The part when they travel back in the end, that was actually pretty cool. But I will say, the part that kills this movie for me, the part that kills this movie for me is the midpoint. What the thing is that there's a lot of running around in this movie. There's a lot of running back and forth. The thing is, someone gets there's this artifact. I guess we'll call it the MacGuffin. There's this artifact, they have, someone steals it from them, so then now they go chasing the person that stole it from them. They steal it back, so that person now chasing them for it, then they get stolen again, and they just this back and forth thing that of they just keep like taking it from each other for like a good probably 30-45 minutes. And it's just drags, bro. And it just drags, and it's like it comes off as filler. Like I said, it's just filler. Like I don't know if they wanted, I don't know why you could cut that entire part of the movie and I think it would change nothing. And I feel like I said, maybe they were just trying to inflate the runtime. I don't know, but there's extremely a lot of running back and forth in this movie, and that's what I didn't like. Also the mystery about them time traveling and this and that. I don't know. For me, the story wasn't so compelling to me, and it didn't really make sense. And it could be also the fact that I haven't seen any of the old movies, so I don't know the lore. I don't know what's possible in these movies or not. You know what I'm saying? But they travel through the time or whatever, and they end up back, in ancient times where the artifact was created or whatever. But then it turns out that the dude only created us to only be able to travel back to that time, which also makes no sense. Um, but yeah, like I said, this movie I don't really have too much to talk about it. Harrison Ford, the let's talk about the CGI, the de aging. All right, because that's what everybody wants to talk about in this movie. All right, that's what everybody, you know, I will say there are some scenes where the de-aging of Harrison Ford is really good. Like it's incredible what they've been able to accomplish. But there are also some scenes where it just looks bad. Like it gets almost tiring to look at. Like I feel like they should have done it briefly, like some very brief scenes, and then like keep it moving. But there are some scenes where they drag on with his CGI face, and it's just like it just comes off, you just get tired of looking at it. Like I don't know what it is. I guess it just stands out so much that it's just like ugh. Like his, I don't know. It could be the computer generated images or whatever because his face is just so shiny, and I don't know. It just, like I said, on the when it's short scenes, it's fine. There's some scenes that actually look really good. But there's some scenes where it just does not look good. Like there's some scene where he'll be like turning his head or whatever, and like the I guess the animation can't like turn all the way, or I don't know what it is, but you could tell that it's like fucked up. And you can tell. That's all I gotta say. You can tell. But even with that said, I'll say the de aging on Harrison Ford was outstanding. It's probably one of the best de agings I've ever seen. It was actually really really good. But then when he gets old, the scenes where he's old, he did a lot of shit too. When I'm like, I mean, like I said, I guess you just gotta suspend disbelief on some of these things or whatever, right? The whole thing where like the well, she's not the daughter, the daughter of the guy who died in the beginning. Listen, if you guys are watching this video, you guys already seen this movie, probably, all right? So you guys know what I'm talking about. So the daughter of the dude who got killed in the beginning on the train, she's getting an artifact to sell it or whatever because I guess she's just like a thief who like sells shit or whatever. Um, sells it to the dude, and then the whole situation with her boyfriend, the dude doesn't pay her, he steals the artifact, so then they're chasing the guy who stole the artifact. Then a Nazi dude shows up and says, yo, that's my property. But then Harrison Ford is talking about it was his property because he stole it from. Like I said, all this movie is someone stealing something from someone else, then that person chasing them for it, and then the other person stealing it, and it just goes in a circle. That's why this movie is I don't want to say not good. I had a fun time watching it, but I will say that's all this movie really is. It's really just 2 hours or however long it is of just people stealing shit from each other and running back and forth chasing each other for it. Because there is no mystery, there is no treasure hunt, there's no, like I said, I haven't seen the previous movies, so maybe there isn't even treasure hunts in those movies. This isn't, Uncharted. But if there is, I will say there's no treasure hunt in this movie because they try to find the artifact. Some Harrison Ford already has it because he got it from the guy in the train. They're trying to find where the second artifact is. But there is no hunt. There's no like, oh, let's go to the Himalayas. We need to find this place, or we need to match the stars to find. There's none of that. There's none of that. So with that said, and once they finally figure out, oh, you just have to, light this on fire or whatever. I don't know. For me, there was really no complexity to the mystery. There was no complexity to the storyline. Like I said, for me, it was just a bunch of running around. And that's what I didn't like about it. Like I said, the CGI was pretty good. The acting, I will say this: the acting was really good. The acting was really good. Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford. The chick, she was really good. I don't know her name. Listen, I don't be going searching, names and shit. All right, you guys know I'm talking to you guys just how I talk to anybody else. But like I said, with that said, that's pretty much all I gotta say for it. The CGI was good, the acting was good, the storyline, I'll say it was alright. It wasn't a terrible storyline. The storyline was okay. But the only downside for me is CGI was pretty bad at times with his de-aging. Um, but but and I will say also, like I said, the main standout for me was just that it was just a bunch of running around doing nothing for like a fat minute of just running around not doing shit. But like I said, that's just my thoughts about it. This will always be the movie of just running back and forth. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Maybe you guys loved it. Let me know what I forgot because I do be forgetting stuff. All right, so let me know. Let me know. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. I say it all the time. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And I'm gonna post my next video. I'm gonna see what's dropping. I'm gonna go watch Oppenheimer as soon as I can, and I'm gonna drop my video about that, right? But make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to hit that bell notification so you guys know when I drop my videos. And I'll be back, all right? But with that said, it's been me and Deuce.